Welcome to Winging It. We're doing deck upgrading today in Arkham Horror, the card game. This is my Agnes and Wendy Progression Dunwich campaign, and they have 6 XP to spend coming out of The House Always Wins, going into Extracurricular Activity. Again, because this is progression, I'm only using cards from Dunwich and the core, 2 cores in Dunwich cycles. So they have 6 XP to spend. For Agnes, this is relatively straightforward, at least for the first 4 XP, is to upgrade Peter Sylvester into the level 2 version, which gives an extra horror soak and also as a willpower boost, which Agnes just likes that willpower boost. And the extra horror soak is just really good. It lets her reserve her horror for her ability. Now I have 2 more XP to spend, and this is actually kind of a function of playing out of, limiting myself to 2 cores, is that Agnes and Wendy couldn't both take Lucky. But Agnes can upgrade into the higher level Lucky, which normally I would actually take in Wendy, but I'm going to take it in Agnes because I think she really needs the draw. It's so important for her to get, to Right of Seeking and Shriveling and her spells. I mean, she relies on those so much, and if she doesn't get them, it's a problem. So anything I can do to add draw, I want to do that. Now, paradoxically, I also don't think that Arcane Initiate has a lot of value in this deck, because while she does allow you to get spells, the only spells we have are Right of Seeking, Shriveling, and Word of Protection. So, more that she was taken so that I could, in the House Always Wins, go ahead and, and toss her to get clues, which of course didn't actually materialize. So, I'm going to replace her with this Lucky, and I think it does make sense for Agnes to be the one with the draw on the Lucky, as Wendy's running a lot more of the neutral skills, which then allows her to, to get the draw. Of the neutral skills, Agnes is really only running the guts here. And Agnes is also more likely to probably end up using the Lucky rather than having it sit in hand. Wendy has a lot of other ways of kind of passing tests with her redraw and stuff. And this will give Agnes another way to use her intellect to pass tests, as she can pass investigate tests. So let's go take a look at Wendy. So with Wendy, I just want to be really upfront and say that I haven't played a lot of her, and so I'm not really sure what to do with her upgrades. So please don't treat this as a guide on how to upgrade Wendy or how to play Wendy, because I'm kind of winging it here, and hence the channel name. But I decided that since I have 6, I had 2 directions I wanted to go. It's either get Charisma, get another ally online, or to get Will to survive and, give her, a super bomb turn. And my thinking was that you don't get a large chunks of XP in Dunwich very often. Getting 6 at one shot, might get it after Miskatonic Museum, but I figured this is the time. If you're going to get Charisma, often you're going to either you have a level 0 ally that you want to be able to run alongside, 2 level 0 allies, but that's not really my situation. I'm really not that enthused about Stray Cat. That was really just to be able to discard for clues in the first scenario. So if I'm going to get Charisma, I also want to invest some XP in getting the ally to go along with that Charisma, and that means that when I have a large chunk of XP, I want to go ahead and spend it and get her ally situation sorted. So that's the decision I made. So I went ahead and spent 3 XP on Charisma. That's half of her XP. It just gives her an extra ally slot. It's a permanent. And then for her ally, I'm grabbing a Cat Burglar, which is from the core. And I think it's kind of an often overlooked just because there's a lot of other flashy rogue kinds of allies, but it's super solid. I am concerned about the cost because, with Leo being 6 and Burglar being 4, that's a lot of resources. But hopefully, with Lone Wolf, she'll be doing okay to be able to play this stuff. So anyway, Cat Burglar, it's another soak, 2 fight, 2 sanity. Also, it's not a unique, so she could run 2 Cat Burglars side to side if she really wanted to. I'm not sure how beneficial that would be. It'd give her lots of soak, I guess. But it does give her the agility boost, which is nice. And then he has an action on him. Exhaust Burglar, disengage from each enemy engaged with you, and move to a connecting location. This action does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So it gives her basically 2 ways. He can make her better at evading, or he can just make her get away. Now note that When you do exhaust the cat burglar and disengage, it doesn't exhaust or evade the enemy. It just leaves them behind. So if that enemy is a hunter, it'll just hunt right back onto you. Or if Agnes was there, it would just go on to Agnes. So, this is good if you can, if it's non-hunter enemy, or if you can just, move a couple locations away. But still really strong, especially when you combine it with extra actions from Leo. It doesn't have a clause for that it doesn't work against elites, so this will help her against the boss fight coming up. So solid ally. She can run this along with Leo now because we have charisma. So we're going to replace the stray cat, which we didn't really want to begin with, and I'm out of here because we don't really need that. That was just kind of to cheese the extra VP. So anyway, we have 1 XP to spend, and that means either adaptable, which I don't really have anything I plan to adaptable in right now, or I can get Leo DeLuca, who is, I can just upgrade him. It just makes him cost 1 less. But the earlier in the campaign, the more benefit you're going to get out of this, and especially because we're running 2 allies and very expensive, it would be very nice to get both of my Leos upgraded. So we're upgrading Leo DeLuca. And that gets us all set up for extracurricular activities, so I will see you there.